dividers are a really important part of your ScrapRack system. They're pretty simple, right? You think, who needs to watch a video about dividers? But what's more important about the dividers is what they can do for your ScrapRack. So there's the obvious, right? They're a tab, so you can write whatever the theme is. So it makes it really easy. If I was going to go over here to my ScrapRack and I wanted to find October, there's the October tab. So that's obvious, right? That's what dividers do. These dividers serve a couple of other purposes, though. First of all, they're longer and wider than your pages, almost 14.5 inches wide and 14.25 inches long. And what that does is provide a bumper or an edge to protect all of your products and supplies that are on the other side. So especially things like paper that have somewhat delicate edges or whatever, you don't have to worry when you travel with your ScrapRack, when you put it in a travel pack or when you take it in a tote. If you've got those dividers in there, that's going to protect all of the edges and corners of your products. They also work as like a cover to each section. So almost each section becomes kind of a notebook on its own with the when you're using a divider in the front, in the middle, and the back of each section. Because the dividers also work in conjunction with the spinders. And so you see where there's these little like notched out tabs on the spinders. The dividers are going to sit in those tabs and keep everything straight, upright, so that it's nice and neat and tidy. So when you look at mine, you don't see a lot of page sag there at all. It's because I have enough dividers and they're helping to hold all those pages up. So pretty simple. Dividers come in packs of 5 with 5 tabs. And here's another piece of little tidbit of information. If you write on your tabs with a permanent marker, which is what I did, and then you need to change your categories, you outgrow cars and trucks, and now you're into football and soccer, or whatever it is, you can simply take a regular sticker from a file folder, stick it over that, and then trim around the edges of it, and it'll fit perfectly on that tab. Or if you have a label maker, you can always just create a new label and stick it over the top. So the plastic is a little bit textured, and that's going to allow for something else to stick on top of that label. So once you write on the label, if you need to change it, you can just put a sticker over the top of it and it'll be fine. So dividers come in packs of 5, so that's 5 tabs. And they also come in a value pack of 15. And so that 15 is going to be 3 sets of the 5. They're the exact same tab cut, it's just 3 sets of the 5. And that's it for dividers. Not particularly exciting, but hopefully it gives you enough information to make some good decisions about what you need. Oh, and one more thing. I always have one more thing, it seems like. When you're putting dividers on your spinders, you do not need a divider for every single category. Okay, so you want to have 2 to 3 dividers per spinder. And then beyond that, if you need to label things a little bit more than what you have with the tabs. So if you just labeled this sports, and then behind the divider you had football, basketball, baseball, whatever, you can just use one of our little self-adhesive labeling tabs. They're the same thing they sell at the office supply store. They just stick onto a pocket page, and then you can use those tabs. So you don't have to actually use a divider for every category, but you do need at least 2 to 3 dividers per spinder. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day.